Hey guys, Melon Man here, just down by the water. It's very still. It's very quiet this morning. I'm just out powering myself up, walking my dog, getting my time in nature for the day. My feet on the ground. In Canada, in the Great White North. It's not warm, but it's not too bad today at all. In fact, it's really a wonderful day. Every single day is a wonderful day. And that's so important for us to reconcile that, to recognize that every moment is a gift. Every single one has enormous value for us. And we have to see it. We have to realize it. I missed my flights yesterday. I had flights for my son and I to go to Florida. I had the resort booked from the beginning of the year. I booked it at the beginning of the year, knowing that I wanted to take a trip and take my family to Florida, because last year at this exact same time, this weekend, last year, I tried to do that and the trip failed miserably, to say the least. In fact, it was one of the worst things that has ever happened to me. And last year when that happened, I was so upset about it, because it was my very first vacation that I'd had planned with my family for a number of years, because I'd been through so much chaos and calamity in my life that I couldn't financially fulfill any vacation responsibilities on top of my day-to-day lifestyle. 3 kids and a wife, all of whom I am grateful for. I accept, I love, I embrace. So last year's nightmare makes this year's nightmare not even, it pales in comparison. You know, missing my flights yesterday and not being in Florida today is nothing compared to what happened last year. So on the bright side, it's okay. It's good. All is good. Sometimes we have a goal in mind. Sometimes we have a goal, something we're striving for, right? All of us. We're all the same. No one has things any better or worse than the other. My life is no easier or harder than yours. Okay? All of us have the same, exactly the same forces acting upon us. They differ only in degree, in frequency. That's it. but they are the same for every single one of us. It's not easy for one and hard for another because you're man or woman or black or white or paraplegic or sick or poor or hungry. There's no advantage. This is the 3D reality. It is just always, it is always love. Love is the only real thing here. The only real thing. Sometimes when we have a goal and we're striving toward the goal, we don't get it. Sometimes. No matter how much you focus on it and strive toward it and work hard for it, sometimes you don't get it. That is a part of life. And the truth is that sometimes we have to deal with some things that are hidden and buried inside of us before we're going to be able to accomplish a goal. So, in hindsight today, here in Canada and not in Florida, and my flights and my resort sitting empty, a wonderful, wonderful place. Despite that, what happened last year was so much more traumatic and chaotic. And it started something inside of me last year. I needed it to happen to me last year because it made me razor sharp for 365 days. 366 days because I missed my flight yesterday. And I had to deal with all of the fear and trauma and sadness and frustration of last year in order to embrace that inside of me and find joy and happiness inside of me without a reward. I needed to find the joy and happiness within, not because of the holiday, not because of the gift, not because of the money, not because of another person, not because of a food or a substance. Joy and happiness is not because of something outside of the self. Joy and happiness is within the self. Sometimes we need to deal with some shadow emotions in order to move forward. We've got to sit with them, we've got to feel them, we've got to ask them to come up, and we've got to embrace them, and we've got to accept them and love them in order for them to leave our lives. On Friday night, knowing that I had, was not going to be able to go to Florida, even though I had paid for the flights and everything, and I had worked really hard for it, it just didn't pan out. So Friday night, what I did was I booked an audit with a professional business expert, someone that I know is a fitness business expert that makes multi-million dollars in my industry. And I, was really upset about what had happened. In fact, I had come to terms with it. I didn't want to have to tell my son that I wasn't going to Florida. I had to face that. And I had to see that that's okay. I did it, and it's okay, and my son still loves me, and I still love me, and even if I don't go, I still love me, and I can still be happy. And I worked all day with clients, and I was fucking awesome. I was 100% present, and I had forgiven myself, and I had put the trip behind me, and I was still grateful. And I'm grateful today. The analyst that I spoke to on Friday gave me a fantastic idea. Sometimes we need to get a new idea. It's always an idea that's blocking us. Sometimes we need to get to someone that has more experience than us or has a different mindset or a different outlook. Sometimes we're stuck inside the forest and we can't see because we're stuck inside of the problem. We're fixing the problem. Sometimes we need to get a different perspective. We need to elevate. We need to get someone, we need to make ourselves vulnerable to someone so they can give us a different perspective. Well, my business coach suggested I create a flash sale. So I did. I took action on it. I put it out. And you know what? 3 people took action on that. And you know what? Thank you. Thank you to the 3 people that did take my 1-year special offer, my 24-hour sale, flash sale. Those 3 people that did purchase that, I am committed to you, to helping you make a massive transformation in your life this year. And I'm looking forward to speaking with you very shortly to get you started. But I just bought 2 tickets to Florida. I'm taking my son to Florida tomorrow morning. I'm getting on the plane tomorrow morning. I'm going home now to tell my son about it. I am thrilled to the bits. I'm sorry I've missed a few days of my holiday, but I still have Monday until Thursday night to spend some time in Florida, take my son to the Magic Kingdom and spend some quality time with him. I'm so looking forward to that. I'm grateful for my life. I am grateful for my wife, for my children, for my clients, for my business. I am thankful for all of you that are watching and listening and supporting me and following my journey. And I will be back on Thursday night, and I'll be back to work on Friday morning like nothing happened. In fact, I'll be back to work on Friday morning better than ever. A new Melon Man will be there with you on Friday morning at 6 a.m. Thanks so much for all of your support, and I'll see you all again soon. Have yourself a wonderful, fantastic day, and I will have some new information, ideas, and opportunities for everyone very soon.